This week is Stress Less Laugh More Week. So April is a tough time for everyone. Teachers, administrators, underclassmen, upperclassmen, everyone. Just remember to relax, keep the big picture in mind, because I promise you, everything is going to turn out all right. If you ever feel like you're going through a hard time, remember, reach out to someone. I'm here.
This is the home stretch of the year. There's going to be AP tests, finals, and projects, and although it can be hard to juggle all of these at the same time, it's especially important to keep your mental and physical health a top priority. A great way to reduce stress and anxiety is to feel more prepared, and improving your study habits is one of the best ways to do that.
One of my favorite ways to study is by going to a cafe or a different location, because it's really nice to have a change of place and to study in a pleasant location. And I also love making really nice study guides and notes using highlighters and nice pens and designs and everything.
I like to work at the dinner table because there's always people coming in and out of the room, so it's really hard to me to get off task because, like, you know, my parents could walk behind me and be like, "Hey, why are you on Facebook?"
I like to go to bed early, wake up early, and study in the morning when there are no distractions and no one's online.
I find it a lot harder to get demotivated when I'm working with my friends, so I'll go over to their house and study, or even get on a video call so that you're both doing the work at the same time.
Sometimes I even text my friends and we start at the same time and then race to see who can finish our homework first.
Don't forget the laugh more part of Stress Less Laugh More. School is about so much more than learning equations. It's about learning how you deal with other people, how you learn, and in what kind of environment you learn best. And most people don't learn best in a stressed environment.
There are so many ways to de-stress. Now is a great time to find out what works best for you. And try not to worry about the things that you can't control. Do your best with what life serves you.
I work on my food blog at Peachy Food on Instagram.
I meditate because it gives me a better peace of mind.
Well, sophomore year and junior year, mostly what I did after school is I'd take like an hour and a half to 2 hours to myself without talking to anybody. I'd just go home and I'd eat. And I'd watch Netflix while I was eating. Sophomore year I watched House of Cards. And I take that time to myself and I'd follow it up with like a pretty long nap, like 45 minutes to an hour. And after that I'd be feeling like good as new. I'd be feeling like it was a new day and I'd be ready to do my homework, just as if it was like any other day.
When I get stressed, I like to work on the speed bag because it helps me clear my head and focus on something else.
So when I'm stressed, I write in a journal to talk about why I'm stressed and certain ways I can de-stress, because I feel like that's the best way I can release my emotions.
When I'm stressed, I like to take hot baths.
When I'm stressed, I roll into a blanket for you.
When I'm stressed, to calm down, I go for like a long drive.
I like to read, watch Netflix, guilty pleasure, and go for a run.
I love to take my dog for a walk and go skiing if the weather's right.
When I'm stressed, I eat kava.
Sometimes there are situations where just de-stressing isn't enough. In these cases, it can be really helpful to talk to other people about your problems, such as your parents or your friends, and the Student Services Department at TJ is also always open to help. However, if you don't feel comfortable, there's also an alternative.
CRISISTEXT is a free service where you can talk to a trained professional about any problem, whether it be a test or relationship problems or something more serious. It's anonymous, safe, and a great resource, so you guys should definitely check it out.
So CRISISTEXT is a partnership between CrisisLink and Fairfax County Public Schools. What we do is we handle texts from teenagers about anything. We're there 24/7 to talk about things that make you anxious, things that make you sad, things that make you happy, just anything. And these are trained crisis workers. They get 30 to 60 hours of training just for the text line, as well as 60 hours of training for the hotline that we also run.
Go.
So after about 2 minutes, you should receive a response from a trained crisis worker, just to get a general idea of what's going on. And we do that through the use of open-ended questions and talking about feelings, because you can tell us a story. Anyone can tell us a story. What we want to do is get to the underlying feelings so we can work on those. As the text goes further, things may come out, and the stuff that comes out is 100% confidential unless it's posing a risk to somebody or yourself. And then we do alert the appropriate people. Other than that, your texts are 100% confidential. No one will ever know that you texted, so you don't have anything to worry about. So ultimately, our goal is to get you through what you're going through. A lot of times, most people just need a place to vent that's not their parents, or not their friends, or not their teachers. Sometimes we do have to refer to school counselors, parents, or even, local therapists or psychologists. That's okay. People have feelings. That doesn't make you any less of a person because you're trying to get yourself help. In fact, it makes you a strong person to be willing to say, I need help with this. And it's important because we do have a tendency to keep to ourselves. We think that, well, everyone else is getting through it, why can't I? Well, maybe they're not. And that's why we're here. We want to make this a safe place for you to be yourself, whatever that looks like, because you are a beautiful, glorious human being with all the wonderfulness and weirdness that entails.
Even or especially when times get rough, TJ, just remember that there's always someone there for you. We are a family and we're all in this together. There's going to be ups and there's going to be downs, but just realize that you can't appreciate your highest moments without enduring some of those harder ones. We've had a lot of great times this year, and there's even more on the way.